This is lesson number 4 in Book D, and this week we're perfecting Whoopie T-E-O, just the Whoopie song, and we're working on getting the dynamics a little bit better for this and to get a little bit more expression in this. The first time you play it through, it should be forte. The second time you play piano a little more quietly. And some things to pay attention to. Make sure they've got legato going on, that they're lifting here. That helps to keep that an eighth note, not another quarter note. And they let them work with the loudness and softness coming through here. As they come up, they might take that loud, and then as they come down, it might be quieter. So this is just perfecting it, polishing it. I have my metronome set at 80, and I will probably play have your child play along to this rhythm. It's just it's 3/4 time. If you have rhythm on your digital piano on a keyboard that you may have, go ahead and let it run. But remember, it needs to be in 3/4 time. It needs to be 1 2 3 1 2 3. So it needs to be a waltz. It can't be 1 2 3 4, or it's not going to work. It's not going to work for this song. So I'm going to let this start and show you what we'll do. 1 2 3. So you get the idea here with that. And what this does is it really forces them to do more listening to how they're playing, how they can get it to blend in, and it causes them to get the rhythm exactly right. They become a stronger piano player when they're under pressure to follow along with something else. So that's what we're working on to perfect this week. And then the new one is going to be Rock It Away. This one is swung, and I would start really slowly. And then this one, I'd go ahead and just, if they want to do this really fast, very slowly let the metronome get faster as they play it correctly. For me, it's kind of a rule. If I can play it twice without making a mistake, I can make it 1 tick faster, or maybe 2 ticks faster. So that would be a way to move it up until they lose their accuracy and precision. So this one is just, it's kind of bluesy. Oh, I'm going to change it to electric piano 3, because let's take the verb out. I kind of, looks like it might be kind of outer spacey, so I'm gonna change the way it sounds while I play this one. Here's this one. Oh, and I didn't swing it. That's where it's a little bit different. They've got to get that thumb ready to come up here onto that D, because that's a quarter note. You might have them, you'll notice these measures are exactly the same. You might have them practice these measures. These are the ones that are harder. So you can even, if you're playing every other day, in flipping your songs every other day, one day play the first measure, one day play the second measure, and then of course at the end you want to spend more time with these. And then this is different. This is the same, and then this is a little different because it finishes here. So this line and this line are exactly the same. Now, they are going to find that what's in the technique book is more difficult, or maybe not. It's hard to say. Kids come into this world, and when I sit down with them for the first time and we're playing 2 hands together for the first time, or they just want to do 2 hands together, this is what they do. It's like we're wired to be able to do that, where it's out and in and out and in. And I want them to do this. C, D, E. We want them to go this way, which is parallel motion. They're not wired for that. That's harder for them. They like that. So this is back to contrary motion, where we are still in G position. We start with thirds. Here we have some seconds, but the very last 2 are thirds. Now, this measure and this measure are the same. This measure and this measure are the same. So even though there's a repeat here, you're actually playing it, or you're playing a repeat twice. So it's play, play, here's a repeat, play it again, skip that measure, go straight into that. So when they get down to here the second time, their eyes need to be looking ahead because it should flow right into that ending. And this ending is not contrary motion. This is going to be a little bit different. So that'll flub them up the first couple of times they play. First time through is supposed to be forte. The second time through is piano. And like it says, start slow, then you can get faster later. And it basically says legato. So here's our thirds. Notice we're going out and in, hold. And now our second fingers, but we only go to the third, to the fourth. Here's our third, and then back to this. Note. Second, third, fourth, third, second, and back to the top. Last time. And then it's a fifth there. So here they're going to be coming up to the, they're going to start second finger, first finger, and then this is a fifth, while this is the third finger is on B flat, and then they go down to the G, and then this is the finish. You'll notice this is like that rocket song that we just did. So that's this week. And if one of these is probably going to give them more trouble than the other, remember with the swing, because they're both kind of different things we're doing here. With the swing, remember it's sort of like heartbeat, heartbeat, heartbeat. First one is long, second one is short. Here's a little bit of an idea where they've got it measured out how long you hold it. But the first one is long and the second one is short. All right. And then the paperwork is just coloring. So super easy with the paperwork if you like to do this. All right. Have a good week.